Hi, my name's Jason. Welcome to my channel, 11 Year Rideshare. This is the second video in a series I'm producing about my 2015 Volkswagen Passat TDI diesel. I bought this car new. It still has the original engine and transmission that I drove it off the lot. Stick around to the end of this video. I'm gonna show something that'll blow your mind. The more you know about cars, the more it's gonna blow your mind. Driving a car to 500,000 miles is not luck. It's a testament to knowing your vehicle inside and out. Most people will never achieve it. Chances are you'll never meet a mechanic that drove a car to 500,000 miles. 500,000 miles is so rare, there's a chance you may never even lay your eyes on one. So I figured I'd create a series of videos to show you a car that has made it and what it might look like. How rare is 500,000 miles? Well, the NTSB tracks this information, the National Transportation Safety Board. On their website, they say that the average car in the United States goes to the junkyard at 140,000 miles. Only 1% of all cars sold in the United States, that's between 14 and 16 million per year, will ever see 200,000 miles. I've been a car guy since birth, practically. When me and my brother were younger, we had Tonka trucks, back when they were metal. We used to push those cars all throughout the house, all day long. I have a photographic memory. I remember seeing my brother, who's a year older than me, pushing his car in diapers. That would put me at maybe a year and a half. As we got older, we used to do something called calling cars. If we were out and about with our parents and we saw a cool car, we would call it. And so the first one that would say, hey, that's my car, that was their car, and the other couldn't call it. It was kind of like a competition, see who could find the coolest car. And then at the end of the day, we kind of review, yeah, man, you got the coolest car today, and so on and so forth. Did you do anything like that when you were kids? Growing up, my next door neighbor had a large racing garage. As with many racing garages, he would offer services to others as well to raise money for his racing. He would do people's engines and transmissions, body work, just about anything you could possibly think. And I was around that atmosphere for many, many years in my childhood. Later in high school, my first car was a $100 piece of garbage. I did every single thing you could possibly think to that car. I changed the engine, the transmission, the rear end gears, the brakes, the tires, the interior. I did just about anything you could possibly think of, and I also helped all of my friends do the same thing. I probably helped exchange 20 engines in my lifetime. All before I was 18 years old, I had did just about every major service to a vehicle you can think about. That self-taught knowledge helped me achieve what I've done today. It's not been easy. There's been a lot of difficult days. I know just about every nut and bolt on this car. The first video you'll find on my channel was an intro video on the car. Today is a detailed walk around. I'm going to show you the car from every angle, inside out, and under the hood. The next videos in the series will be the maintenance series. It's going to take 1 to 2 videos, but I'm going to go over every single thing I've ever done to the vehicle. I've got a stack of receipts and a Carfax. We'll get into the details. I'll make sure you hear about everything. If you subscribe to my channel, you'll be notified when I post those videos. At the end of the maintenance series, I'm planning a very controversial reveal. It's going to shock a lot of people. A lot of people aren't going to like what I've got to say, but it's a fact and I want to share it with you. The last video in this series, I'm going to document every dollar I've ever made from this car in the last 10 years since I drove it off the lot. Do you have any ideas? Any guesses? Put that in the comments below. So let's move on. Let's have a look at the car. So this is it, my 2015 Volkswagen Passat TDI. I bought this car new. As I promised in my last video, I'm going to give you a detailed walk around. We're going to look at the good, the bad, the ugly. She's in pretty good condition, but she shows some battle scars, and we're going to get to that too. The dealership at 429,000 miles told me the only solution to my car was to put a $13,000 engine in. Cleaned the car out, got all my possessions, and I took this photo as I was leaving, thinking it was going to be the last time I'd ever see the car. Since that day when I took that photo at the back lot in the dealership, it's been 15 months. I've had exactly one repair, a $60 in-tank fuel pump that I did myself. The car's in pretty amazing condition for its age. Have you ever saw a car with this many miles that looks like this? So earlier, remember I said I had something I wanted to show you on the car that I think will blow your mind. I'm out here in my garage. Have a look at this. I want to get your thoughts. So this is my garage, folks. I think I have one of the smallest garages in the entire world. It's not very deep at all. As you can see, my car practically goes right up underneath my workbench. And then back here, I mean, there's not much room between here and the door. Can you believe I've actually maintained a car to 500,000 miles in this little tiny stall? What I actually have to do is I have to remove the bikes. I center the car in the garage here, get it up on jack stands, and I'm able to get around the front when I'm actually working on the vehicle. I've actually had this car in service position in this very garage. If you don't know what service position is, that's when the entire front of the car is removed in order to get in and do some of the work I've done with the oil cooler, which I'll cover in the maintenance series. You have to do that. So it's kind of a big job. It's not as bad as you think it is until you do it. I can probably tear the front end of this car off within an hour. But this is what I wanted to show you, and that's why I have the wheel off. 500,000 miles, folks, and I'm going to show you something I think is going to blow a lot of minds. That right there is 100% original brake. I've never changed it. I do my own brakes. That has over 500,000 miles, as well as the other side. The disc and the pads are original. We'll get right in there and have a look. Matter of fact, everything on the back of this car is 100% original. Original shocks, springs, bushings. I do have a bushing that's quite noisy now when it gets really, really cold out. But other than that, I've done nothing, and I will be doing those bushings soon. But get right in here, and you can see that is the original brake pad that came on this car 500,000 miles ago. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, well, you should probably change that. Well, you know, it's different. You know, the front of your car has a vented disc. You do want to keep those within spec. On the rear, as you can see, a brake disc is solid, so you don't have the same dangers of them coming apart. This is completely safe. If this thing has over 500,000 miles like I'm telling you, I mean, they're just barely even used, to be honest with you. Let me see if I can get you in here to see if you can see. There is actually still probably 1/8 of an inch of pad left there. Maybe 1/16, I don't know. 1/8 of an inch. I mean, there's still pad there. Why would I replace these brakes? I'm curious to see how far they can go. Did you ever know a brake on a car, on a modern car, could go 500,000 miles plus? Have you ever saw it before? I believe I'm on probably my 5th or 6th front brakes, if I'm not mistaken. Well, anyway, tell me what you think. Put it in the comments below. If there's anything else about the car you'd like to see, please let me know. I'll do that in a future video for you. The maintenance series is being produced as we speak. I'll get that out as soon as possible. If you would, please like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and you'll be notified when I post the next video. That's all for today. See you again soon.